Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Dancing Heart, the place that inspires you to follow your heart and dream big. I'm your host, Torny, and I'm speaking to you from my couch in Playa del Carmen in Mexico. It's Thursday night when I record this. It's 9 p.m. My daughter has just fallen asleep. And it's finally time to sit down and record this podcast that I was supposed to record last week, but it didn't happen since I got hit in the face by flu and fever and coughing. So I just had to surrender and listen to my body and take some days off to recover and just to relax, I guess. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Chilling at home with my daughter, celebrating Christmas, just taking day by day, and also had a lot of time to reflect upon the last year, 2022. And holy shit, what a year. It's been one of the most transformational years of my life, except from the year I became a mother. And in today's episode, I want to share my reflections upon the past year, where I was a year ago, where I am today, what was my biggest lessons and my blessings, what did I learn about myself, and did I accomplish the goals that I set to myself? And I think it's important to take time, sit down and reflect upon the past year, because you always tend to be in the future, where you want to be, the next goal, the next step. But sometimes, especially at the end of the year, just really sit down and take the time to process everything that happened in the past year in order to move on and to embrace the year that is coming, to set new intentions and new goals. So get ready for my 2022 ride. It's been a crazy one, that's for sure. I started the year in one of the coldest places in Norway, struggling through the snowstorm. And I'm ending the year now in Mexico, Playa del Carmen. And it's opposite. It's sunshine, it's really warm, even though we had some cold days the past days, but everything is just on the opposite where I started the year. And the overall feeling, the vibe for this year, it's been an adventurous, transformational, and life-changing year for me in all the aspects. 2022 was the year that I let go of everything that was safe and everything that I knew, to jump into the unknown. I quit, or I resigned from my full-time corporate job in real estate. I sold my house, I sold most of my belongings and my car, and I went on a journey that took me here to Mexico, Playa del Carmen, even though my intention was to go to Costa Rica. And thinking back, I didn't really have a big plan. I just had a plan to go to Costa Rica, and that's it. Launch my coaching business and my podcast, and I didn't have the next step ready. Looking back at it, or thinking back at it now, and now I'm here in Mexico, and I'm just reflecting upon everything that has happened this year. This was the year of transformation. I let go of the past version of myself that was working in the corporate business. And I've been trying to find myself. Who am I outside of the corporate? Outside of the expectations of the society. I think that has been one of the biggest challenge for me this year. Redefining who I am and stepping into the new versions of myself. It's been a really emotional ride, I can be honest to say that. It's not been easy. I had a big identity crisis in in Costa Rica when I was traveling there for the weeks I was in Costa Rica. Was struggling to make a decision and letting go of the expectations. And yeah, it's been exciting. It's been scary. It's been a year of living in the unknown, not knowing the next step. It's been making the uncomfortable comfortable, and also learning that nothing goes as you planned, but learning to trust my intuition and surrender to the now and what is, and be okay with not knowing what is the next step. It's a constant practice, and I don't even know if I'm good at it. I'm just thinking now that it's something that you need to practice every day, and to be grateful for where you are, and because your ego also wants to take you, to keep you safe, to bring you back to safety. But safety is not always what is going to be the most expansive for you. But the most expansive is going to be something that will make you uncomfortable. And that's how you grow. If it's not going to be uncomfortable, then you're not growing, you're not evolving, you cannot become the person, the next version of yourself, if you are not stepping into the uncomfortable. This year has definitely been everything but comfortable. It's been so uncomfortable at times that I've just been wanting to escape. Escape from the uncomfortable of being in a new country or a foreign country, and also being so uncomfortable that I've been wanting to just go back, But I'm still here, so I'm still dealing with my uncomfortableness of being here. But that's one of the challenges that I've been overcoming this year as well. Starting in a new country, or with a 5-year-old, building myself from scratch, and not from scratch, but getting to know myself on another level. What do I like to do? What do I not like anymore? And also being a mom 24/7, and just being here without family. I do have friends here and people that I know, but I am the one that is in charge of my life and my daughter's life here in Mexico. And also integrating her in a new kindergarten. And everything has been more challenging than I thought it would be. And things take longer than you think and than you expect. It's easy to set goals. It's easy to write everything down, everything that you want to accomplish for a year. And I put down so many things on my list last year. But I did accomplish my podcast that I launched. I was supposed to launch it in August, according to my goals and my expectations. But I did launch it in November. I was supposed to launch my coaching business in June, and that didn't happen in June, and it still hasn't happened. So 2023 is the year for my coaching business. And this year was the year that I stepped into my Dharma, that I said yes to myself, the year that I followed my heart and get to know myself on a deeper level, and redefining my life and my values and my visions for myself, and for what life do I want, where do I see myself, what is the balance that I want to have in my life. Because also what I learned is that living a dream life based on the beautiful sceneries that you have here in Mexico, that is not what's going to make you happy. Because it's not about where you are necessarily, it's about who you are and what you're here to serve. and the balance that you have in your life on what is important to you. It's nice to have access to the beach and to swim in the ocean whenever you want. It's nice to have sun every day. But at the end of the day, it's what you do in your daily life that is important. Because there are most of those days that are ordinary than the days that are extraordinary. So being happy with the day-to-day life is the most important thing. And I have to admit that I haven't been to the beach in weeks because it's there every day. It's silly. Like, I dreamt about this life, and now I don't use the facilities that I have access to whenever I want because I don't have the feeling of going there when you have it. It's weird. Anyway, I learned so much about myself this year. And I think the most important thing that I have learned about myself is that I need a permanent physical home in order to feel peace and to be able to focus. Even though I know that it's important to find home within yourself, for me, it's also important to have a permanent physical home because now I don't have it anymore. And I sold it. And by the end of this year now, I'm feeling like this is the thing that I need for myself in order to focus so my mind can get peace and not also want to plan the next step ahead. Not just for me, but also for my daughter, that she will also have like a stable home that she can know that this is my home. So it's been like, okay, this is going to be your home now for the next month, and then we're going to go to the next one for 2 weeks, and then we go to the next one. Has been living in a suitcase since like March, April this year. It's been months now. So yeah, sometimes you just have to let go of everything to find out that maybe a physical home, even though I know it's in my body and I'm the home of my daughter, but I think in a physical place as well is as important as in yourself. At least it is for me. And I'm just surrendering to be like, I'm just a human being as well. But I am strong and I can do hard things. I learned that. And I am more powerful than you think. And sometimes is that if you told me that this was the challenges that I had to go through this year, I would say like, no, I don't want to go through them. It's too hard. But here I am. I've been going through them. I've been building myself from scratch while I've been traveling with a 5-year-old alone in Costa Rica and in Mexico. So just that in itself has been very hard and fun and exciting and scary this year. So it's also been on the list of challenges that I have overcome. And also the fears that I've been overcoming this year was driving in Costa Rica. I've been driving everywhere, like around in Costa Rica for 10 days in the bumpiest road, in the most curviest roads that you can imagine, over the crocodile bridges, with horses and cows in the roads, like you have no idea. I also drove into the capital of Costa Rica, to San Jose, and when I parked the car there at the airport, I was like, okay, if I can drive here, nothing happened, like everybody was safe, I can drive everywhere. So that is like a check. I did that. And also I've been overcoming some fears around sharing my voice. And I'm so proud of myself, like for even starting this podcast. I even sang in my friend's wedding in the summer. If you have told me like back in the beginning of the year, I was like, no, I'm never going to sing in public. That's one thing that I don't do, is singing in public. And I even posted a reel about me singing on my Instagram. Like that just shows me how far I have come. this year, sharing my voice and activating my throat chakra, which has been like a big thing for me. So yes, I'm very proud of myself for doing that. Something that was wonderful in 2022, like one of my best memories, I think it was when we were in Costa Rica in Uvita. It was the first time my daughter was swimming in the ocean. I've never seen a happier kid in my life. She was screaming out of joy, like jumping into the ocean with no fear. She was so happy just to be in the ocean and feeling the warmth of the water and the waves just coming. She was just running after with no fears. She even went under one of the waves. I took her up. She was like, had so much water in her mouth, in her throat, that she was throwing up. But she was like, no, that's not gonna stop me. And she was out in the water like 2 seconds again later. Oh my God, what a joy. And what else was wonderful in 2022 was spending time close to the ocean. The ocean is so important to me. I think the ocean was also the one thing that helped me to open up my throat chakra because of the natural flow of it. I don't know. I just feel something peaceful when I'm close to the ocean. And I know that my soul is here to live close to the ocean. And it's really amazing that I have the opportunity now and I'm living here. And something else that was wonderful that I don't know, I went back to being party Torny for some weeks here. And it was so much fun. I haven't been partying for years. And something just hit me that it was fun. I had so much fun like partying again. Being in this playful mood, just dancing, partying, joking, laughing, having fun. That was like looking back on 2022. I think that was also like a wonderful time of this year. Don't underestimate having fun and being joyful. Like that's what we're here for. Having fun, being joyful, laughing. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I had so much fun. And I'm also so grateful for all of the amazing souls that I met this year, like all of the new connections that I met, like this big community that I got to meet through my coaching course. They mean so much to me. It's my soul family. They've been a really huge part of my journey this year, and they've been always there, like pushing me to the next level and always believing in me, like cheering on me, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, just sitting here and looking back at this year, it's been crazy. It's been wonderful. It's been scary. It's been unknown. But I have also so much to celebrate. Celebrating that I launched my podcast, celebrating that I graduated from DZI, celebrating that I activated my throat chakra, and so much to celebrate. It's important to celebrate the wins. Like I sold my car, I sold my house, I sold everything. And here, starting anew, and I'm so excited about 2023. I can't believe it's just 2 days away. Like seriously, where did this year go? And yeah, what are you attracting in 2023? What is your word for 2023? I know what is my word, and that is home. I am making 2023 home. Home in my body, home in a physical home, and home in my business, home in everything. I just want to feel at home. And even though I kind of feel at home here in a sense in Playa, I know that it's not where I am going to be for the rest of my life. I know that I have to make a decision very soon. Not very soon, but I'm going to make a decision by January on the next step where I'm going to go. I'm going to stay here in Mexico until the end of January, maybe February. I don't know yet. Let's see what's happening in January, and then we will see where universe is guiding us next. And it's something that is very exciting. And I'm excited. I'm excited about 2023. I feel that it's a huge energy. It's going to be a transformational year as well, like this one. Maybe this was just the beginning of another huge transformational year for me. I don't know. But I know that I want home in a physical place and also in my body. And let's see where the home is going to be, where it is. If it is in Norway, if it is somewhere else, I don't know. And just have to wait and see what 2023 will bring. But until then, I'm gonna just soak up the last 2 days of 2022 and just be grateful for where I am, what I learned, and what I achieved this year. I'm proud of myself. And I think you should just sit down and be proud of yourself too, because we barely celebrate ourselves. We just want to go to the next step, but just sit down and just celebrate yourself. Like, yeah, I made it. You made it through this year. It's been hard. It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been a blessing. It's been magical. It's been wonderful. So all the feelings. I'm sending you so much love, and I think you did an amazing job in 2022. And I hope that 2023 will bring you all the magic and abundance that you ever wished for. And with that said, thank you so much for listening to today's episode, and I wish you a magical 2023, and I will see you next year. Happy New Year! Lots of love from Playa del Carmen, Mexico. You can also find me on Instagram. It's tornywigum, and shoot me a DM if you want to connect with me. Bye!